In my last video, I noted feeling overwhelmed and anxious as we headed into the new school year for my son. Something about back to school makes me stop and take a moment to assess my life. When I was a kid, it was all about the new school supplies, that fresh pencil smell, or the feel of perfect untouched notepaper. But as an adult, I'm leaning into clean spaces, organization, and resetting health and wellness goals. So this month, I decided to do just that. First, I started with cleaning my son's room. Just to note here, this is a reset. Typically, he cleans his own room, but we really had a lot of work to do. One thing I did here was take all of the little knick-knacky toys that I knew that he doesn't really play with and hid them away in a box. So I'm going to store it for 6 months, and if he doesn't look for it, they're either going to go in the trash or out to the donation or a yard sale. We'll see how long it stays this tidy. The next day, my friends and I, we ran a 10K in Philadelphia. And then of course, on Monday, kicked off back to school officially for my new second grader. Here he is showing off his new Nike kicks, which he's been waiting all summer for. All right, so a nice clean month. Again, September, even though it's just past the middle of the year, it really does make me want to reflect on my life, of what I've done and achieved so far, and where I am with my goals, and think about how I'm going to get to where I want to be by the end of the year. So first, I like to do a little bit of a color-coded legend, if you will, for my monthly spreads. Green is for Lewis, who's my son. Blue is anything personal. For work, it is orange, because that's the color of my company. And then gray is for Airbnb. So first I'm going to do is in September, we have a big upcoming work conference that we host for our customers, and it's called the Summit. It's going to be in Boston, and I will be gone for a majority of the week of September 11th. I'm really excited about this, but there is a lot of work that still needs to be done, and so leading up to that trip, I'm going to be incredibly busy with work. Fortunately, once I get back from Boston, we have some really fun activities and visits planned. That first weekend, once I am back, my cousin Suyun will be visiting our home, and hopefully she'll bring her dog so that our dogs can play. But she is one of my favorite family members. And then the weekend after that, I'm actually going to the Poconos and staying at our cabin, where I'm going to have a solo long weekend. And I am so excited. I took 2 days off for me to just kind of unplug and unwind. But I'll just see if I can post a video or two while I'm out there. You'll see here I'm making a lot of green dots. And again, green is for my son Lewis. And in September officially kicks off his soccer activities. So all these green dots I'm making now actually is going to be indicating all the soccer related activities that are already planned. So Mondays we have his typical soccer practices. Fridays is a special intramural, special coaching that's available. And then every weekend we have at least one game. It looks like in the month of September, most weekends we will be having 2 games. A note for any parents out there, especially on the East Coast, if you're sitting out watching your kids' games, be it football, soccer, or whatever else, bring a chair, and also bring some bug spray, because during practice yesterday I got eaten alive. On the 28th we have a Phillies game. I'm actually not sure if I RSVP to that, so note to self, go RSVP. Every Tuesday we have piano for Lewis. And some important holidays coming up. So I guess maybe September does feel like the new year, because in Jewish tradition it is the new year. So the weekend that my cousin's actually visiting, we'll be kicking off the Jewish New Year for Rosh Hashanah. Our immediate family does identify as Jewish. My husband is Jewish, so we do try to honor these really important holidays within our family. The weekend after that will be Yom Kippur. And I'm just filling out some spaces here with some of these beautiful September stickers that I got from Sterling Ink. I really love the design this month. It's just so calming and peaceful for such a busy month. And I really love the extra care that she put into the designs. One of the stickers is a little bookstore, and there's actually a sticker of a woman. I just love it so much. The color scheme, the dainty flowers. Awesome job. Thanks, Sterling Ink. Carrying over some key priorities from the month of August that I just did not get to last month. One is I have to reschedule Lewis's eye appointment. I am looking into getting clear aligners for my teeth. And then, of course, we need to find new tenants for our rental property in downtown Philadelphia. So I'm flipping to my first week in September, weekly spread. This month I decided not to go ahead and pre-populate all the weekly spread with the stickers. I love these stickers so much, I've decided to treat myself at the beginning of every week to decorate the weekly spread. This particular week was half August and half September, so the left side of the page already had some carryover stickers from the month of August. And what I'm going to do here first is start off with my habit tracker. I really love doing this because it holds me accountable, and in a glance I can see week by week how well I've been doing. Every week when I look back, I've been doing great with journaling, very consistent with reading, pretty consistent with my workouts as well, and my steps. Where I have been falling behind is when it comes to taking all my allergy meds, probiotics, and my vitamins. And not taking my allergy meds, I can definitely feel it because I had this really bad headache and sniffly nose the last week, so got to get back on the allergy medicine bandwagon. Monday is Lewis is back to school, and I usually clear my morning for this in case, something comes up, but we like to make it a tradition of walking him to school together as a family. And Monday, I'm going to wrap up some meal prep. I didn't get a chance to do it on Sunday because we had the race, and after running 6 miles, I was pooped. And we also had a birthday party for Lewis, one of his friends, so it really made a wash of the day. So I'm going to wrap up some meal prep, take Lewis to soccer after school, and my husband was also going to take one of our cars in to fix the windshield. That same car should be going into service on Tuesday. On Friday, like I mentioned before, he has his intramural select soccer practice, and that's at 5:30, so we'll pick him up pretty early from school, take him to soccer, and then we're going to drive to the Poconos for the long Labor Day weekend. Nothing much beyond the ordinary happening in the middle of the week, so I'm going to use these middle 2 columns to really write down my goals for this reset that I keep talking about for the month of September. First will be organizing my son's room. He has a fairly large room with lots of shelving and organization bins. However, he has a lot of little toys and Pokemon cards spread out all over the place, and some of his clothes in the drawers don't fit him anymore, and I have a box in the closet of clothes that are for the next size up. So I really wanted to do a full reorg of his room. I also like to take this time to really reevaluate where I am in regards to my health and my wellness. I feel that ever since I became a parent 7 years ago, my body has changed a lot, and I think I've been in a little bit of denial about it. So I think I'm finally in my right state of mind where I've accepted that, and I'm willing to work with this wonderful body that has done such amazing, miraculous things. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace and see where I need to reevaluate and really look at some of my goals so that they're realistic and achievable. One thing that my husband and I have been spending a lot of time talking about is around this dopamine detox. More to come on that once we figure out what we're doing about it. Then I also want to organize my closet, pull out clothes I'm not really wearing anymore, and post things on Poshmark or Donate so that I can start clearing out my closet again. I try to do this about once a year, so if you'd like to see a video on how I organize my closet, please comment below. And just like how every year I like to reassess my closet, I like to do the same when it comes to my friendships. So I'm making a special note for the month of September to reach out to my friends and schedule some quality time with them, be it reading a book at a cafe together, maybe planning a girls trip in the Poconos or Catskills, or just coming up with some evening events where we can get together, either go to a concert or go grab dinner. Sometimes if you don't schedule this, it never makes it onto the calendar when we all have very busy lives, so definitely want to make that a priority this month. And here's a sneak peek. I'm going to be working on what my health and wellness reset looks like, and that will be coming soon. Thanks for watching.